Tonight we're here at the Mayflower Hotel in Washington, D.C. for MALDEF's annual awards gala, celebrating the work of MALDEF and its mission and honoring 3 accomplished contributors to the Latino community.
When we come together with MALDEF to celebrate another year of success, our Global Chief Diversity Officer, Rohini Anand, will be delivering some remarks to actually underscore the importance of PSP. So for us, this is very personal.
MALDEF is a great opportunity to highlight the Hispanic leaders in this country and also to highlight the women leaders in the Latino community. Because, you know, we have a lot of girls out there that are looking for role models and they really want to aspire to become attorneys, to be civil rights activists, but also to give back to their local communities.
MALDEF is an organization that has really fought for the underprivileged, the unheard, the otherwise disenfranchised. And that includes immigrant communities who are sometimes voiceless in an otherwise very strong discussion and conversation.
The work of MALDEF is America's work, and America's work is MALDEF's work. I think that what MALDEF is involved in is really trying to bring the nation true to its own fundamental core values.
We are in a pivotal moment where we're seeing a policy being introduced and there's a lot of things missing and we need to improve the policy, but it's really exciting that this is upon us and this is really a moment where we may see immigration reform pass in this country, which is incredibly important to the Latino community.
These are times when we need representation, we need a voice for people who don't have a voice. Too many of our people still live in poverty, and too many of our people are dropping out of school, the young folks. I think the immigration issue, is still, I did stories on immigration 30 years ago when I started in broadcasting. They are again in the forefront of fighting this.
We have a lot of challenges facing us, and one of which is the fact that we still have a very big gap between the Latino student achievement and the mainstream student achievement. We have a long way to go in order to have this community reach all of its human potential.
For me, I've always looked to MALDEF to represent the Latino community across the country. We consider them the law firm for the Latino community, and it's been great to watch their progress.
Latinos have very few other voices. There's 1 or 2 big civil rights organizations, and MALDEF is probably the most recognizable.
MALDEF has been a beacon of hope for the community for many, many years, from the dissent decree that made sure that students who were English language learners could have English language classes, to the work that they've been doing now, litigation, SB 1070, to the work that they're doing on DACA, education overall.
It's a very, very important role. The fact that they are constantly in the front lines looking at possible pieces of legislation that can have a negative impact on our communities.
I think MALDEF's legacy is really to have the Latino community standing up for itself, using the Constitution and the values that everyone in this country shares to preserve rights and to promote rights of everyone living in the United States, in particular the Latino community.
The goal should be to make sure that Latinos are all part of the American story and part of the American dream. They have fought that fight for a long time. It's important that that fight be continued because, as Martin Luther King Jr. said, the arc of justice is long, but it bends towards justice. And MALDEF has been the Hercules in the Latino community, making sure that the arc is bending towards justice.
It's been a successful evening. If you'd like to know more about MALDEF, go to www.maldef.org.
There are many important issues, and of course, setting immigration reform aside, that is very critical. And yet, over time, I really believe that it is the education of our children is perhaps the most important civil rights issue of our day, to ensure that every child, Latino and all children, get an opportunity to receive a good education so they really can fulfill the promise of this country.